Another friend of mine informed me. She's a teacher, and she's responsible. I guess part of the job as a teacher is trying to help people, take tests like the SAT or the ACT, right? And she had students last year who had to take the ACT test, and they needed accommodations. They needed both accommodations for ESL, English as a second language, and they also needed accommodations because of either a 504 plan or an IEP. So, what happened? It was fine last year, but this year she had students show up to take the test. These people were supposed to have the accommodations necessary for them to be able to take the test in a fair and proper way, in an equitable way, because that's what equity means. You enable people to have the tools that they need to succeed in school, in job, in life, etc. So by giving people, the ability to have the tools they need to do the job or do the work or whatever they need to do, that's what equity actually means. Despite what, it's not equality of outcome, which is the lie that conservatives will tell you. Equity is about giving people the tools that they need to succeed in the location where they're at. This year, that did not happen. They did not get the accommodations that they needed. And they were not able to take the test. Why? It's because this anti-DEI ridiculous has run amok. These people lacked or denied accommodations. So, is it purposeful? Is this a purposeful thing that was done by the people who run the ACT? I can't say that for certain. But what I can say for certain is the fact that since Donald Trump and the Trump administration and Linda McMahon, or what have you, want to pile drive our education system into the dirt. And if you watch WWE, you should know that the pile driver is a banned move and has been for a while. So that's why I use pile driver instead of some other wrestling, slang, lingo, move, hold, whatever. But if they're going to cut half the labor force of the Department of Education, then how are they going to investigate when people fail to meet those accommodations that are necessary? And if they dump the Department of Education altogether, and it's a patchwork of state by state by state regulations, do we believe that Louisiana or Texas or Alabama or Mississippi are going to ensure that people who require accommodations are going to get them? Obviously not. I have no faith at all that these conservative red states throughout this country will make any effort to make sure that people have the accommodations that they need to succeed in education and in life. All because people are so against and so opposed to so-called DEI, even though they can't say what DEI stands for or define what it actually means, except for maybe Donald Trump, who, again, full-throatedly said that he opposes diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I wish for all of them to do just that, to say it in a full-throated way. Make sure that everybody knows that you're against diversity, that you're against equity, and you're against inclusion. But these kids that need accommodations are not going to get the accommodations that they need. Why? Because we're going to lose the enforcement power of the Department of Education to make sure that the states are following the federal rules, guidelines, laws, etc. on accommodations for people who have special needs and other needs on top of that, other disabilities, etc. Anyway, do you think it's a bad idea that they're dismantling the Department of Education? Do you think it's a bad idea that they're making it so that these 504 plans, IEP plans, are less likely to be enforced now if you dismantle the Department of Education? Leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, and unless you're a Nazi, have a good day.